Hello folks, this is an MLS Matchday 19 update video. Let's get to it. Kicked off, of course, on Thursday. I just already mentioned in the prediction video. New York taking down Atlanta 4-0. On Friday, Portland and San Jose both ended up in a draw, 1-1. On Saturday, a very thrilling game in St. Louis with a 3-3 draw against the LA Galaxy. Cincinnati gets a must-win against New England, 1-0. Philadelphia keeps on going with a 2-1 win against Charlotte. Columbus getting a massive win against Vancouver, 2-1, and maybe potentially an MLS Cup preview matchup. Nashville taking down Chicago 2-0. Montreal upsets Houston 3-1. San Diego keeps on the trains going with a 4-2 win against Minnesota. Dallas gets a 4-2 win against Kansas City. Austin gets a big home win against New York Red Bulls 2-1. Orlando gets a 1-0 win against Colorado. And Real Salt Lake wraps up Matchday 19 with a 2-0 win against DC United. Winners and losers performance-wise. The biggest winner was Columbus. This was a huge game that they needed to win, of course, because they were coming off a 5-1 loss to Miami. And how much pressure that was going to be against a Vancouver team that's on a hot streak, 11-game streak. And they snapped it with a huge home win. And is that big win going to carry through the season and hopefully get to the playoffs? That will be the question for the Columbus. Same thing to San Diego. I mean, I think if you're San Diego right now, you got to be pleased of this result. But also you got to pray for Vancouver to drop and take the top in the Western Conference. But right now, they're the second best team in the West so far this season. And looking forward for that performance again as the season continues. Nashville, third place in the East. Are they a legitimate MLS Cup title contenders? Depends on how they perform. They did have a good performance against Chicago. This is a sneaky team that could pull off some upsets. This one was a huge win. And again, they're trying to send a message that they could be the next MLS Cup winners in the future. And then New York City, I mean, this is a huge result. 4-0 against Atlanta. Wow. In Yankee Stadium, that was huge. To the losers, Vancouver, listen, I know 11 win streak on the line, hoping to make it 12. Losing to Columbus is a heartbreaker, but how much will that affect their match day 20 match if they're going to stay on top of the West? That's going to be the question. Atlanta, brutal result. 4-0 on the road in Yankee Stadium, losing to New York City Football Club. Tough result there. New York Red Bulls, all the talk was them maybe going to the MLS Cup. Well, it seems like things are not going in the direction. They're currently, I think, out of the top 10, if I'm mistaken or wrong. But they're going to need to have some big-time performances if they're going to sneak in to the playoffs. And then Charlotte. Why not? I can't disrespect Charlotte, but this kind of result is, are we going to see Dean Smith, the head coach of Charlotte FC, on the hot seat, lose 1 or 3 more games, and you're sacked from Charlotte? The pressure's now on Dean Smith right now. That's it, folks. Also, to let you know, if you're watching the FIFA Club World Cup, which, let me tell you, shout out to those South American clubs because they're performing tremendous. And again, We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Hello there. If you have not seen my other videos, go check them out on my channel again. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell for more sports news.